What's going on with it? What's going on with it? Y'all know I'm new to this, man, so y'all gotta bear with me. Let me turn my what the fuck it do? What's going on with everybody? It's my first live on YouTube. We only can go up from here. Yeah, I'm streaming off this laptop right now. We only can go up from here. So as you know, when I was 18 years old, I was wrongfully convicted. I served 6.5 years on a wrongful conviction for 2 first-degree reckless injuries and armed robbery and possession of a firearm. I went to trial and I lost trial. I was sentenced to 24 years in prison. I won my appeal. I fought for years. I won my appeal after the 6.5 years. They released me. I got released. They released me on a bracelet. I had to go back to trial and fight the case over again. By the time we go to trial, they dismissed all charges. I was exonerated in 2023. I caught the case in 2015. Man, my life been crazy. It been crazy. It definitely been crazy. One of the most extreme experiences I think I ever encountered. In that situation, a lot of people probably ask like, do I got regrets? I do and I don't. I don't got regrets because it shaped me into something I couldn't imagine. It made me strong. It fortified my weaknesses. So, and then if I did it, it's just like the time I lost, what I could have done, the mental effect it had on my mind. Man, it was excruciating. So going through that at 18, it was a major transition. Going through that 18 was a major transition for me. I ain't never been in a situation like that. Never been in prison ever. 18, of course. I ain't never been through that, so that kind of it did something to me. It made me realize life not fair. It definitely made me realize life is not fair. Don't go through life thinking it's all fair. Don't go through life thinking like everything good. You know what I'm saying? Don't go through life thinking your life gonna be perfect, man, because you never know anything go wrong for you. So you gotta be prepared for that. Did nobody prepare me to go to prison at 18 years old? Take me away from my son like that. That hurted me. I ain't see I see my son like on the last year. My mom's ended up getting my son. Shout out to my moms. She came and got my son. Brought them to see me. So when you in jail on a visiting room, we down there. We call it up top. So we down in the visiting room and stuff like that. And it's like a few kids playing, like a little playlet area where the kids be at. Man, I didn't even recognize my son. That hurted me in a different way, like. And I'm deep, so it's like I'm a deep person. So when I just thought about it, I'm like, dog, that hit different. Me not even recognizing my son, because I wouldn't get no pictures, I wouldn't get nothing. Oh man, it was bad. But when we united, it was even crazier because he was so intelligent. Like he had great memory. Like he had great memory for sure. Like, man, that's my dude. Man, I love my son, dog. With everything I got, I love him with everything I got, man. We got some stories. That's my dude, though. He 11 now. I left man when he was 1 year old. He 11, left when he was 1, came home. I came home. Sorry, y'all, for yawning. I only had 2 hours of sleep. I've been up. Gym kind of drained me today. Um, I left when he was 1 years old, so I was like, bro, my son didn't even know me. I came home. My son was like 6. He's like 6. Yeah, he was 6 years old. Yeah, he was 6, going on 7 that year. He turned 7 that October. So, yeah, so it's me being away from my son. It was like it's crazy. That experience, being locked down, being away from my family, being away from home. It just is crazy for me. Being around people that like I'm around these individuals and but they real killers. You around real killers in here. You around real, like real everything. So it's like, dog, ain't no more pretending. These dudes are real deal. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no pretend. It ain't no none of that. It's real. It's the real deal. So it's like when you going through that change your mind. It change your mentality. It's either you lay down and give up, or you get the fuck up and you fight. You fight. It's either you lay down and get the fuck up, or you get up and fight. I chose to get the fuck up and fight. I went to prison with no education. I dropped out of school in 9th grade, so I ain't had no education. I taught myself how to do everything, literally read, write. Listen, I didn't even know how intelligent I really was until I went to prison because they make you like for education. In order to go to school, you got to take a little test. I took a little test and I passed it. Just like I passed it. I'm like, damn, that boosted me because I ain't never took my time out to take no test for nothing. So that right there, that was I became eager. I definitely became eager for knowledge. I started figuring out what knowledge is, and I started understanding that stuff. Like, it was different. I was inspired by a few brothers, Marcus Garvey. I gravitated to a lot of abolitionists. Like Malcolm X. Um, I was a big fan of Martin Luther King. I liked his philosophies. I like the stuff he represented, what he stood for. Um, but I just Malcolm, he was different. He's like he had that passion. Like he said, any means necessary. And when you coming like that, you can't deny it. Any means necessary hit different. It hit different. It hit different. I ain't gonna lie to you. When he said, I started reading the dictionary because of this man. I literally studied this man. I studied this man. Like I literally used to like just read. I read the entire dictionary. Yeah, it's complicated. I taught myself how to do a lot of stuff, but it's a saying: when you don't use it, you lose it. When I got out of prison, man, I made some mistakes. It's like, but you live and you learn from them. They lessons, they life lessons. I love them. I love them. I love them life lessons because I learned that when you're not using something that you acquired through a struggle, and you know that it can be beneficial, you're not even utilizing it. You gonna partially lose it, but it's still gonna be something there for you to dig back up. You know what I'm saying? And you can always return back to what you know. So I had to go back and sharpen them tools. That's what I've been building. When I got out of prison, I was homeless. It's like it's like going from one struggle to another struggle. It's like going through one catastrophe to another. After being wrongfully convicted at 18, I'm just thinking, okay, but after being exonerated, okay, I was wrongfully convicted, but after being exonerated, I'm like, man, life getting better. I'm like, it's over. Man, when I came home, it was horrible. I'm back in the trenches. I felt the people I was around, my relatives and family members, I felt so unloved. I felt, man, dog, man, my, I definitely was tested. The people I was around, man, they wasn't right. I wasn't ready. I built my mind up for prison to survive prison. I didn't build my mind up to survive the world as an adult because I left when I was a teenager. So I ain't really build my mind up to survive the new shit because the world evolved. Prison, that shit different in there out than out here. Time different. In prison, it's like time don't even move. That's why a lot of brothers come home looking preserved. Prison, time don't even move. You'll be seeing brothers in there 40, 50 minutes in there looking like they 30. You won't even know. Like for real. You won't even know. So like when you in there, it's slower out here. So when I got out here, everything was fast. Everything. I'm like, wow. Man, it gave me anxiety, panic attacks, all the time. Man, listen. But when I came home, though, I became homeless, man. I ain't think I was gonna get out of prison and then be homeless. No, they didn't give me any resources or anything. Then they had me on a bracelet. Man, my sinuses. Ooh, it's right that time. They ain't want to give me no resources or nothing. So it's like they strategically planned to see me fall. It's like, man, it's hard to explain. Like I was against the odds once again. It's an article. If you ever go, you can search my name. It's an article. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna do this. Split screen. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, so it's this article. STIN. Yeah, it's this article, so you literally can go to the article. It's on Google. All right. We gonna go to this article. The article is called Wisconsin Examiner. Exonerees experience gap in support in Wisconsin. No, okay, no. I apologize. This one is called Urban Milwaukee. Exonerated prisoners released get little support in Wisconsin. Wow, what did I do? Split screen. Yeah, so this article it basically just reveal so this article it reveal how Wisconsin didn't give me any resources or support after I was wrongfully convicted. As a matter of fact, they didn't even want to acknowledge. They didn't even want to acknowledge my wrongful conviction. That's what's crazy. Like that was another heartbreaking. Like knowing you didn't do it, commit a crime, knowing like you was in it, and then you get released and they look you in your eyes and they won't even apologize to you. It hurt. Like it hurt. That they look me in my eyes. They apologize. They still in their mind believe I was guilty, even though I was exonerated.